Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin with breaking news tonight out of Otter Tail County, where the Sheriff's Department has recovered the body of a missing man.
89-year-old Thomas Alstott was found dead just before 12:30 this afternoon. Deputies say he was about 2 miles from the cabin where he disappeared. Extensive air, land, and water searches for Alstott have been conducted since he was last seen on Wednesday, September 28th. Alstott's body was taken to the Midwest Medical Examiner's office for an autopsy to determine the cause of his death.
It will be my first time voting, actually, so it's something I'll probably have to research before I get into the booth, for sure.
Through 2084, that's how long those who shop in Fargo could be funding the FM diversion project. With early voting and absentee ballots already being cast, this upcoming ballot includes twice the hit to your bank account.
It's an extension of what local shoppers are already paying, but it's at both the city and county levels. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric hits the streets to find out if people really know what they're deciding on besides the presidency.
During a major flood, facilities like this are in jeopardy. Minnesota DNR says sandbags.
By now, you've seen the ads plastered everywhere, on TV, in print, and on the radio. They're urging you to vote yes on extending a sales tax that's being used to fund the diversion. But if you live in Fargo, you've got to vote twice. One oval for the city, a second oval for the county. You live in the city of Fargo?
I do.
Did you know that you're actually going to be voting twice to fund the diversion since you're a city resident?
I did not know that, no.
Nino, do you know that in the upcoming general election, you'll be voting to whether or not to fund the diversion here in Fargo?
And what would that be? I'm not very informed on all that kind of stuff.
Did you know you're going to be voting to whether or not to fund the diversion in the upcoming election?
No, I did not.
The chairman of the Citizens for Fair Diversion Funding, Tom Dawson, tells me there are a few options should the measure fail, including further raising your property taxes and more special assessments. Mayor Mahoney adds should this fail, the sales tax will stay in place for more than the next decade for both the city and county.
Well, I did live here throughout college and helped sandbag in the 2008 flood, 2009, and it'd be great to have permanent protection for all those homes.
Both the mayor and Tom Dawson stressed the importance of Fargo having permanent flood protection. This is not an increase in any tax related to the diversion. It's just extending what's already in place. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
We've attached a link to the language of the city and county measures that will be on the ballot this year. Just visit valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
Temps continue to feel like we're getting closer to winter. Let's find out how low they'll be dropping tonight from Hutch.
Well, it's going to be one of those overnights where disconnecting the garden hoses will be a good thing. It looks cold, but as we take a look at the satellite and radar, the rain finally leaving us behind. Some clouds have re-entered the valley heading into the evening hours. And as we take a look at temperatures already in the mid-30s in places like Bemidji and Devil's Lake, southern counties holding on to the low 40s, and it won't be long before we'll be slipping into those 30s here in the FM area tonight. A light wind from the south will continue, and a light jacket will be mandatory as well. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we'll talk about some warmer weather in the forecast, miles of smiles there. All the details in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Hutch.
They waited 30 years to find out, and now Patty and Jerry Wetterling are coping with the heartbreaking answers about their son Jacob. It's been 6 weeks since they were first told of the possibility that Danny Heinrich, a man waiting trial on child porn charges, might be willing to lead investigators to Jacob's body in exchange for a plea bargain. They're now describing their shock and horror when they heard Heinrich in court explain how he abducted Jacob, handcuffed him, molested him, and then shot him when he thought law enforcement was approaching.
I don't even know how to describe what it felt like hearing his words. When he came into the courtroom, all I could look at him and say is, how could you? It was actually absolutely stunning to try and process. How do you shift your head from hoping and searching and to now knowing that that he wasn't alive, and what a horrible death.
There's more from that sit-down interview with the Wetterlings at valleynewslive.com.
Fargo police have identified a man who was found dead inside a house that was under construction. 64-year-old David Matson of Moorhead was discovered yesterday. His body was found at this house in the 2100 block of 68th Avenue South. The investigation into Matson's death is still ongoing, and police don't believe that his death was suspicious.
Felony charges have been filed against 2 women who were arrested during an oil pipeline protest near Clearbrook, Minnesota yesterday. 50-year-old Emily Johnston and 64-year-old Annette Clapstein, both from Washington, could face up to 10 years in jail for each felony charge if convicted. Both also face multiple misdemeanor charges, including trespassing.
A 28-year-old man has been charged with terrorizing in an apparent case of road rage in Grand Forks. Damon Salyer is charged with 1 felony count of terrorizing. It happened on Highway 2 west of Grand Forks on Tuesday afternoon. Court documents say another driver was trying to pass Salyer. Salyer would not let that person pass, and when the driver finally got around the car, Salyer was holding a pistol in his hand. He did not point the gun at the driver, but it still resulted in a terrorizing charge against him.
Detroit Lakes police are looking for 2 more people that could be involved in a debit card theft case. The 2 people in these pictures are possibly associated with the same stolen debit card case Valley News Live reported on last week. At that time, police were asking for help in identifying a man in a red shirt. If you have any information about who these people are, you're asked to contact Sergeant Strand. His phone number is 218-846-3204.
A UND mechanical engineering professor is working on a project that one day could eliminate the need for oil in every vehicle on the planet. Professor Gupta is working with a synthetic material that is so slippery that a car engine built from it would not need oil for lubrication. Plus, an engine would not need a cooling system because the material can withstand extreme heat. And he's working on a powdered form of this material that could be used in a 3D printer.
That can help us a lot in cost savings.
So maybe, who knows, down the road you could use a 3D printer and build yourself an engine.
Absolutely. That's the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what we are exploring now, and one day we will be there.
It's technology that Gupta says could one day cut the cost of all kinds of vehicles by 30% or more while eliminating the need for a lot of oil.
The 2016 North Dakota deer season is getting closer, and while hunters prepare, you also need to make sure that you know where your license is. Experts advise you not wait until the last minute, and if you can get a replacement, you should start that process now. You're advised to go to the North Dakota Game and Fish website for information to print off a replacement application, fill it out, and get it notarized. Then send it back to the Game and Fish Department in Bismarck. The process can take about a week.
Minnesota is once again cracking down on underage drinking and overconsumption around college campuses. Agents from the Department of Public Safety, Alcohol and Gambling Enforcement Division will be conducting random compliance checks around college campus bars throughout the fall. They want to remind establishments about the importance of serving alcohol responsibly and legally. The random alcohol inspections will include looking at bars' license postings, records, and receipts, and checking the purity of alcohol. Officials say with frequent employee turnover in establishments around college towns, it's important to remind bartenders to serve responsibly.
A reason to celebrate in West Fargo as the final reconstruction phase work on Main Avenue is finishing up. Crews have removed most of the traffic control devices along Main Avenue from Cheyenne Street to 12th Street. The scope of the work included replacement of Cheyenne River Bridge with new box culvert and construction of a new box culvert at Drain 21.
It's an exciting day here today because if you take a look at the corridor and you drive through it, we got a state-of-the-art corridor which provides for an efficient movement of traffic and allows reasonable access to business.
The Main Avenue West Fargo reconstruction project started back in 2005. This completes 3 separate construction projects with a price tag of $61 million.
Tickets for the Fargo Dome concert of country superstars Tim McGraw and Faith Hill will go on sale next week. You can start buying them Friday, October 21st at 10 in the morning. They're bringing their Soul to Soul World Tour 2017 to the Fargo Dome on August 24th of next year. Ticket prices are $69, $89, and $109.
Good show to see. Some doctors are combining modern science with nature, and they're looking to treat the root cause of a disease. We'll have details later on Valley News Live at 6.
This afternoon, the appearance of a golden disk in the sky above Fargo, but clouds shifted back into the valley heading into the evening. It's going to be a cold night. Your hour-by-hour forecast details are straight ahead.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.